the back of me, so I'm absolutely struggling to see the screen. How is everybody? Well, we had a good time today, me and Toby. He's here, by the way. I'll just show him to you. There's Toby. There you go. Well, we went to the beach at Holland. He likes that. You can run for miles. We had a 9-mile walk. 5 of them were on the beach. 2 miles to get there, 2 miles to get home. Come on! It is a little bit nippy now, but the sky's blue, the sun's out. I've started from the bottom end of my walk because I know it's going to go dark, and I'd rather not be on the cliff top when it's dusk. So we set off a bit early. We've got here, and now we're going to have a slow walk. We're going to look at the sea. Fantastic. On my Facebook page I've put some pictures of what the beach at Holland looked like. God. Toby? There he is. Good little lad. Toby! Yeah, there's a guy in a bike. I don't want Toby to chase him. There he is. So I'd like to know where he is all the time. That bloke's well out of concentration now. Yep, for anybody who's new, let's put some context in. I'm at Withernsea. My name's Daryl. I'm at Withernsea, which is a small coastal town in East Yorkshire in the UK. Come on, Toby! Here he comes. There he goes. Population of about 6,000. A lot of older people who've come here like me to retire. It's a pleasant little place to live. Who would want to live by the sea? Hiya Dave, how are you this evening? Hi Sharon, Sherry, sorry. This is your first time, is it? Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy my video, and it's certainly great to have you on board. Just trying to plug my microphone in. That's better. Hopefully. And the little fella's called Toby, Sherry. I'm waiting to see which way I'm going to go. So what we're going to do now is walk on the cliff top. Come on, Toby. And then we'll walk over the field. Come on. Toby! Toby! Good boy. And then we'll make our way up the prom. Ah, there's somebody coming, so I'm assuming, unless I know otherwise, that they have a dog. Toby! Wait! Stay! Toby! Stay! Stop. Good boy. Sorry about that. I had to make sure I got to on his lead because there's somebody up there, and I'm assuming they'll have a dog with them. Can't tell who it is at the moment, but yeah, you have to be careful of these things. I certainly wouldn't want Toby to get involved in a fight with another dog. I'm looking, I don't think we have a dog, but as I said, you always have to assume. Hi Jay. So it's your last evening as a 66-year-old. Wow, Dave, and you won't be around tomorrow. Don't get too drunk, will you? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have you got anything planned? Hi pee pee poo poo, how are you? Yeah, if I don't get back to you straight away, the problem is I've got a setting sun right on the screen. Hi J Top, how are you? And it's really difficult to actually read stuff because I've got the sun right on the screen. Even when I turn it round, it's a bit better, but not a lot better. Certainly a beautiful evening tonight. Look at the sun. Hardly a cloud anywhere. Not like it was the other night. Saturday night I went out to take Toby, but it was dark and it was miserable. And I found this little dry spot, and we were out like between, I think it was 7 and 9, but at 8:45 the heavens opened and we both got drenched. Toby, stay, stop, stop. I'm trying to take off your lead. There. When we get to the end of the cliff, I'll put it back on him. Come on then. He is a good little lad. Somebody coming over. Probably got a dog. Yeah, Toby. Good boy. Good boy. Who's a very good boy? Who's a very, very, very good boy? Right, somebody coming with a dog. How's that for a view? This is on top of the cliff. Howling, and the seas crashing on the yeah, it's Dave's birthday. He'll be 67 tomorrow. I'll chat to you later on. Dave, anyway. I certainly hope you have a good time. That's right, Dave, and we don't eat, I don't eat any shellfish. That's right. I'm surprised that you knew that. But anyhow, look, you enjoy it. You and the kids. Wow. Yeah, we've got a couple of dogs here, 2 people with 2 dogs, I think. The dogs look all right, but you never know. And I know if any dog squares up to Toby, he'll take them on. He doesn't look for trouble, but if it's there, he won't back down. Typical Jack Russell. Come on. How do? It's the greatest free show on earth, isn't it? It's the greatest free show on earth. You won't get it now. It's still nice up here. You've got about an hour before it goes dark, so you can't really go anywhere. But it's nice just to walk up the prom as well.
Yeah, I might go back that way now.
Yeah. You go further down, and I'll take you out at the caravan site. 15 minutes. It used to be part of Park Dean's caravan site, but because of coastal erosion, we've kind of given it up. But there are these pathways, you know, for the people what are staying there, and also for people like me what live there. So I'm grateful to Park Dean. Yeah. All right. Anyhow, enjoy it. Have a lovely evening. Anyway. Yeah, I know. I know that, Dave. He's not that bad, isn't Toby, actually? You know, since getting him last November, you know, we've been socialising him. I always do my best with him. So he's not bad, but if he sort of gets any idea or any vibes that the other dog isn't friendly, he will not back down. He'd love a punch up. And I'm, no, you can't do it, I'm a spoiled sport, I suppose. I actually ran up the police about this way, about the car that's been left in this car park for about 2 weeks. I was on Saturday, told them about it. They didn't want to know. They said it's got nothing to do with us. Tell the council. So I said to them, the woman on the phone, I said, well, that's not going to happen. I said, look, you're the police. I said, I don't know, and you don't know whether that car has been stolen or not. I'll show you when we come up to it. There it is. That's whether it's been stolen or not. So, as I'm reporting that it's there, she was, I'm telling you to tell the council. I said, I'm telling you, I'm doing nothing with it because I've told you. I said, now if kids break into it, set it on fire, that's your fault. If it's been stolen, that's down to you. So I don't know what, so they've not done anything. She wouldn't even take its number. So it's not that it's anywhere near where I live. I live about 1.5 miles from here. But here it is. Yeah, mine and Toby's shadows, look. Here it is. November Juliet 09 Zulu Whiskey Delta. Which makes me think, to be honest, because when you look inside, the ignition key hasn't been damaged. I don't know. Has it just been dumped? I don't know. But it's been here now for 2 weeks. Has it been stolen? Again, I don't know what's happened or why. What I do know is that gate at the end here has been permanently locked for the last week. Now I get it, they close the gate at 8 o'clock. Now, alright, I park my car there, I'm having a good day in Withernsea. It's free parking. I get it. I get back at 8:05. Shit, I can't get my car out. That is my fault. Yeah, that's no. Come on, Toby. But me. You know, I've left my car in the car park. Sign outside it says the car park is locked at 8 o'clock. So I get that. I've got back at 8:05. It's locked. That's my fault. I'm gonna think, oh shit, sugar. What am I gonna do? Well, can't do anything. Get somewhere to stay for the night. Sleep in the car. Do whatever. That's my problem. Now the following day, I want my car back. I get it, we're not going to be there at 6 in the morning. Might not be there at 8. If it's a Sunday, it might be 10. Who knows? But at some point, I will want my car back and I will want to get out. And I would ring us. It's East Yorkshire, East Riding of Yorkshire Council car park. So I would ring them up and say, can you do something for me, please? Open the car park. Can you get hold of the guy to come and open it? Should be open by now. And I'd wait for the guy to turn up. He's going to let me out. Thank you very much. I'm going to drive home or do whatever, but I've got my car back. Now, that car park's been locked for at least a week. And it's just there. So it makes me think one of two things. One, the car's been stolen and dumped, but then the ignition key hasn't been, the ignition switch hasn't been damaged. So I think, well, maybe it's been dumped. But surely the owner knows eventually the council are going to come up and tow it away, and it'll cost him an absolute fortune. You're not going over? No. No, you're not. What do you think I am? Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, don't know what's happened to it. But if you wanted rid of it, just take it to the scrapyard. That's the other thing, so you think, why not? Get them to collect it. It's still going to be cheaper. They'll give you something for your car. They might charge you, I don't know. For collection, it'll be a damn sight cheaper than the council or the police uplifted it. So I'm left wondering why it's still there. What was that, David? Result for Cleveland? Was that American football or? Well, we're a kilometre from the Tower Piers. I've done 12.05 miles. And we're just getting started. So it's a mile. It's half a mile to walk down the cliff. No, we can't. I was thinking. Yeah, we can. Come on. See what we'll do. We're not going to go down onto the beach, but we'll go on the lower prom. It looks reasonably dry. We might get hit by a freak wave, who knows. But it is pretty safe. Well, we've got 10 people with us now. So I'd like to welcome everybody on board. My name is Darryl and I live at Withernsea, which is a small town on the Yorkshire coast in England. I'm accompanied by Toby. No, we're not. He wants to go down there. It ain't going to happen, Toby. It is vicious. It is vicious, Sammy. Can you imagine being lost in that? Thanks, Neil. How are you tonight? Move on a little bit, I think. Yeah, this is the lower level. We're pretty safe here, even though the sea is quite worrying. But we're okay. You've got a big railing there. You can see the lower prom is fine. We're not likely to get washed off or through or anything like that. And there's little man. He wanted to go on the beach. And yet he doesn't like getting his paws wet. Work that one out. How are you tonight, Neil? It's a glorious evening here in Withernsea. Come on. Yeah, as I said, we did, yes, this morning we did really well. We walked 9 miles. Me and Toby. On the beach. It was absolutely glorious. But it's getting a bit cold now. Imagine when we get home, we'll have done about 6 miles tonight, so that'll be 15 miles all day. Maybe a bit more, who knows. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely nothing here. No clouds. Absolutely nothing, Neil. Look at that. Amazing. Just a really rough sea. That it's kicked up. So we're coming up now to the central promenade. I'm at Senley. What's free fire? I don't know. Seems to be a lot of houses for sale on the seafront. There's at least 3 on this little bit of it. Yeah, from this point lies the site of the 13th century Church of St. Peter's at Althorn, one of the sister kirks lost to erosion by the early 19th century. Certainly a wonderful evening tonight. Wow. Wait for it. Just magnificent, isn't it? Thanks, Eagle. Sammy. It's just amazing, isn't it, Sammy? When you think, just out of this world, isn't it? Like wild horses. Got this one racing in. I better get little man. Come on, little man. Come on. Sometimes he's a good boy. Sometimes it's easy to forget that he's there. Sometimes it isn't, especially when he's nipping my legs for a treat. Just amazing, isn't it? More than 11 people following us. Just like to say welcome to everybody. I hope you're enjoying the video. If you are, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, tell us how you think I could do it better, tell us what you would like to see, man. Completely amazing, isn't it? You know, I lived all over. I've lived all over the UK. I lived in India, but I've never seen anything like this. It's a real privilege to live here in Withernsea. We're surrounded by beautiful countryside. All right, mate, he's okay. Come on then. It's not every dog that wants to talk to you. Some dogs are frightened. It's not every day. You know, we've got the sea, which is as you can see, amazing. As well as that, we've got some really beautiful countryside. You've everything you want. The people in here are nice people. They're laid back. Most of us are retired and we just get on with our lives. You know, most people don't do drama. We just get on with it, live and let live, and it's a sort of place. It's good. It's a good place to be. Well, slowly we're making our way to the pier towers. As you can see there at the centre of the screen. So we're about when we get there, we'll be about halfway to the end of the South Promenade. As you can see, the big storm gates are shut. It's now 25 to 7. I've been out just over an hour. I'm taking my time. Just enjoying the show. The sea's certainly in on one tonight, isn't it? You know, you're a swine. I saw what you did. Approximately 1 mile offshore from this point lies the site of a 13th century church of Mary the Virgin, one of the sister kirks, lost to erosion by the mid 15th century. So we lost one in the 15th century and then one in the early part of the 19th century. And that's all due to coastal erosion. Come on, he's aware of something. Come on. Look how wet it is here. That's with the sea coming over. All of the chicks are nearly independent of the parents now. Look at it crying for something to eat. The mother ignores it. It's got to learn to fend for itself. Here we go, we got a jack. Evening. Evening. Go on, Toby, let's go and have another look at the sea. Look at that. It's very choppy, Russell, very choppy indeed. Well, we got wet there. Well, we got 15 people following us. I hope you're enjoying the video and me getting wet. If you are, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Wow, that was really something. Have I ever pictured this place in the 1500? Well, in the 1500s, it would have been about a mile further out at sea. That's the first thing. But the town itself only grew with the advent of the railways. from the 1860s onwards. So if you were to go back to the 1500s, there wouldn't have been a whole lot here, and even in the town itself it had just been a very small hamlet. So yeah, you'd have had a collection of houses, but not much else. You'd have had a few farms, churches, lots of fields. Once they brought the railway here, I think that would have been about the 1860s, the town grew. It grew both as an holiday destination, especially for the people of Hull, which is about 20 miles away, and it also grew with the fishing industry. There's very little of that left now. Hiya. Oh, can you be nice as well? Well, when the tails are wagging, it's always a good sign. Come on, we want to play. See you later, mate. You're a good boy. Well, I don't know really. You say that, they may have been, who can say? You had like, in the 1500s, you had like the Wars of the Roses between the House of Lancaster and the House of York. You had a lot of religious bigotry as well. So yeah, you would have had. But around here, there's no record of any big battles. The nearest big battle around here I can think of would be Hull in the Wars of the Roses. That would be the only thing I can think of. And then in the English Civil War, you'd have to go to York, Stamford Bridge. Come on. But in places like this, we weren't really affected by it. If you go back though to the 9th and 10th century, then yeah, you'd have Viking raiders coming ashore in the longboats, raping, pillaging and killing. Places like this, by the 15th century, things were pretty peaceful. Come on, Toby. Yeah, it's certainly very choppy today, the sea. Look at this coming in. Evening. Look at that. No, that's right. That's what I said, Dave. The English Civil War involved Hull, but no, you're right. I got it the wrong way around. You're right, Dave. I got it the wrong way around. Come on. Yeah, I got that the wrong way around, Dave. It was the War of the Roses where they closed the gates, the city gates of Hull. With the Civil War rather than, yeah. But you're right, nothing of any note really happened. The War of the Roses, the nearest thing to here, I think, would be would have been at Stamford, near York. Stamford Brook, I think, near York. And that would have been the War of the Roses. Well, in any case, my period of history is like they say, the 1840s onwards. I think this is the gang coming along. Hello. Come on, we can move on now. Just a lot going on there. Babies, dogs. adults. You're very useful actually, Dave, because you can actually look up the things that I don't or can't. Yeah, I got it the wrong way around that though. Well, my period of history is like the 1840s, the coming of the railways onwards. That's what turns me on. Railways, trucks, yeah, my Scania badge, cars. Stuff like that. So it's like the 1840s for me, and then moving on. Hiya, you alright? Look at that sky. I think when I peg out they can bury me at sea. Look at the sky, just look at that. At the back of me even. There's a little fella. Now we're 1 kilometre. Why they put it in kilometres, God knows. Given we don't use kilometres, it's miles, but there you go. I get it if you put it in miles. Mind you, I suppose in another way, this isn't a mile long. Evening. Not having a punch up, no. Hey! Toby will never say no to a punch up, never. I have to watch him for that. Water on the stones. Just amazing, isn't it? Well, we've done 13.5 miles today. So at the moment I've done 3.5 this evening. Now this morning we were right down there. I'll see if I can show you where we went. Hang on, Toby. See where that cliff is in the centre of the picture? That's how far we got. See, it's a long, long way. But it's good though, I enjoyed it. What we're going to do now is carry on with my walk. We just have a quick walk around the estate and then make us way back here, and then we'll mooch back down to the pier towers. Okay. Oh, 7 miles away. So for the moment, we'll say a temporary au revoir to the sea, but we will be coming back in the next 10 minutes or so. What a lovely evening it is. Absolutely beautiful. We've done 13.6 miles. Come on, Tobes. So I'm aiming to have done 15 miles today. But I can go home, put my feet up, do some more editing, and think about the next one. Slowly going dark now. This is a nice area of the town. Most of the people that live around here have retired, although there are a few families, but mostly they've retired. And they come from the Yorkshire Woolen district, originally place Shrewsbury, Mirfield, Bradford, Halifax, Huddersfield. Others come from South Yorkshire, the mining villages and things, but not so much. Mainly it's those what worked in textiles who would come here with the parents and the grandparents as kids on holiday, and then they brought their kids here and their grandkids, and when the time came to retire, where else? Have a nice life. Enjoy the sea. Enjoy your memories. All those happy memories. No, you're not going down there for the pussycat. Toby thinks the pussycats are his friends. You know, so you finish work, you sell your house, and you buy something like this, and you make it your own. Christmas, you might have the grandkids come in for a few days. My mum and dad have some downtime. Our family comes over. They're quite big, some of these houses. We've a 2-bedroom cottage, so we couldn't really do it, but I don't think we'd want to. Well, we're actually doing something with the hole. There were some guys earlier on doing something, so hopefully we'll see some progress. Well, this is a main road to Holland and Humpton. Me and Alfie normally go right up there, walk round and go onto the beach. It's quite safe up there actually. I worry about our beach. You get lots of fishermen and the lines snap and things like that. The hooks end up on the beach with bits of, you know, bait in them, and dogs just eat it. We don't think. I know a few dogs who have ended up with serious injuries for swallowing baited hooks. So I don't really like taking Charlie on our beach. Sorry, Toby on our beach. I didn't like taking Charlie on our beach. Charlie was the last dog we had. We lost him on July the 14th. Is that a hole or half a hole? Dave, whew, that's been there now for about 3 weeks. Anyway, today I saw some guys doing something or other to it. So I don't quite know what they're doing, but there might be some, you know, progress. We can hope. Certainly a hole. I'm glad I don't live there with that outside my house. I mean, I remember them digging it. We just dug it, and that were it. Didn't see them again until yesterday. Or today, sorry, today. This morning when me and Toby were walking up to the beach at Holland. I think me and Tobes tomorrow I'll be going into Hull to get him another collapsible drinking bowl. He has one, but I want to get a couple of them. One I can stick in my bag, my backpack, so I know it's always there. And another one I can put in the car, and he's already got one at home, so hopefully I won't be forgetting it. We'll no, you're right, love. You're right. Good boy. Good boy. Well, now this is for sale. Nice bungalow. But I think I prefer this one. Right, we are now going to revisit the sea. Look how dark the sky is getting. You can't really tell on here, but it is getting dark. So we're about 5 minutes off the sea, and we'll continue walking back down where we came. There's little man leading the way. Our Toby. Poor Toby. Toby, you didn't have any sausages, did you? I forgot. You'll get them when we get home. You'll get your sausages. You'll get ham and a smacko. He doesn't remind me. Alright, mate. He's alright actually, but he's only young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 5 months.
How old?
5 months.
5, he's only 12.
A bit of an age gap.
Now that's strange. He normally doesn't like people stroking him, but he'll let you. Yeah, anybody else normally just backs away from them, but he'll let you stroke him.
Bonus.
You're honoured. See you later, mate.
Take care.
And you take care. Yeah, that's strange, is that? 'Cause normally, Toby doesn't allow people to stroke him. He will back away. But that guy, he let him. Well, you can hear the sea maybe, I think. It's getting really dark now. This last 10 minutes or so, it has started to get dark. Come on. Oh. People's lights are coming on, look. when we moved to Withernsea, we were looking at the time to buy one of these bungalows. We could have afforded it, but it was a big but. It had taken every penny we had, and we thought about that, and we ended up buying the bungalow we've got, which was big enough for us. It's only small, but it's well big enough for us, and it's very cheap to run. I mean, our gas and electric combined £84 a month. Now we can't really moan at that. And I think we're £800 odd in credit with them, with our company OVO, so I think we do all right there. See my distance, lights are on, look. We look down here, we've got the lights on. So it is getting dark now. So I'm glad I came out when I did. By the time we get to the pier, it will be quite dark. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the sky. We've still got the afterglow, the evening afterglow. Just amazing, isn't it? Well, we're now on the homeward stretch. Last night we got to the Valley Gardens near Toby, and somebody was eating fish and chips, and I thought, oh my God, what wouldn't I have given for fish and chips? Sadly, I'm still on a diet, and I will be for about another 3 weeks, I think, 4 weeks maybe. So I couldn't have one, but I would have just wolfed it down. Incredible, isn't it? You think, when I started this video, I hour and a half ago, just under an hour and a half ago, the sun was shining and the sky was blue. Now the lights are on, the street lights are on, it's getting dark and the sun's set. But we still got that beautiful afterglow. Coming up on a bike, I didn't want Toby to have a go at him. But one time, cyclists had bells, and they also had to have lights on the bike. I remember on my bike we had this dynamo contraption. But now we don't care. Just look at that. What a night, eh? Sorry?
Do you have any cloths for cleaning lenses, if you don't mind me asking?
I haven't got any on me at all, mate. I'm sorry. I've got me. Let's see what I've got in my pocket, but I don't think so.
It's fine, it's just the camera lens is a bit fogged up, just to see.
I haven't, I've got loads of doggy bags, but they're no good to you.
It's fine though, man.
I'm sorry about that.
It's fine, honestly.
Right, so I've got some tissue. Don't it? If that helps.
It might not.
It's what I normally use to clean up after him, but it's not been sneezed on or anything like that.
Can you smell my doggy? Thanks, bud.
If it's a bit wet, that's because my hands are a bit wet with the sea.
It's fine, honestly.
I hope it helps anyway.
It should do.
Yeah, good luck, mate. Yeah, it's the lad who's taking pictures. A bit like me, but I hadn't seen him. And he just turned up and I was a bit worried there. Look at that. Yeah, I just wanted to know if I had any lens wipes. You'll be wearing glasses, but no, I don't have any on me. But I know I carry a lot of tissue. Just in case he does something unmentionable. And it's all liquid. See, look at the light bulb. I might use that as the icon. We'll see. How dark it is though. Darkness. People coming up, so I better put little fella on a short lead. I'll do. There we go. Off he goes again. We haven't seen any of his friends tonight. How dark it is now. Well, the old Duchess will be glad to see me home relatively early. You know, I'd go out in the evening at 6 o'clock while about 8, but it'd often stretch to past, and even 9. You can see the wind farm. The lights are lighting up. Well, we're on the home stretch now. Yeah, I know, I've seen it. Come on, Tobes. Evening. Isn't it just? Come on. Look at it over there. The dying embers. How do? Now that'd be an interesting picture. I don't know if you can get it or not. Warm afterglow. Come on. Well, it's certainly been a good night tonight, hasn't it? Good boy. Good boy. higher. Right, come on you. Up here. I think of nights like tonight, and I just wish my mother was here. She'd have loved it. You know, when she was fit and capable. This she would have loved. Well, we're almost at the towers. Look how dark it is. Still have that lovely warm after sunset. Plus it's getting a little bit cold now. Just like to say, it's been a good walk. I've enjoyed it. And it's been well worth doing. I can think of some nice walks. When I lived in the Pennines, I'd often walk over Penman Hill, and that's a lovely walk on into Sabden, or over Fens, places like that. Little villages, Pennine villages, they're fantastic. But nothing can compete with this. Absolutely mind-shattering. To rediscover the pleasure of walking, to me, it's just been amazing. And here we are, we're at the Pier Towers once again. Come on, Tobes, let's get up here. There we go. We'll have a quick look over here. Not a lot to see. You can see in the distance the wind generators, the lights on. You see the sea coming in. A big one coming now. Right, everybody, I'd just like to thank everybody for your company tonight. It's been magnificent. It won't be the same without you. To those who have liked, shared, subscribed, commented, birthday tomorrow. Enjoy the meal with the family. That's fantastic. As for me and Toby, it was just down here. Toby, let's see if we can get him in the light, which we can't. But I'm going to say good night to everybody. Once again, thanks for joining me on this